Hey everybody, welcome. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm doing a quick stream. um, yeah, we're gonna just do like a quick hour stream. Thank you everybody so much for joining me. I'm Stefan, and this is the White Dog Tarot. All my live shows are free, and I started this show really with the intention of um, trying to help people. So thank you guys so much. I do offer private readings and tarot lessons if anyone's interested. So if you're interested in connecting with me, you can reach me on Instagram or through email. So we'll see how busy it gets. Okay, what deck should I start with? So guys, I cut my I gave myself a haircut yesterday. Um, I I have no idea how the back looks. I have no idea. I kind of just use my intuition. All right. Maybe we'll start with a quick message for whoever finds it until we get some chat questions. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, I just had a thought. Okay. All right. I think my chat's up. Yeah, hope you guys are doing great. It's getting cold. Pretty cold out. I probably won't be able to stream as much once winter comes here outside. So we're also going to be taking some live calls. So if anybody wants to call on the show for a reading or, just to talk, I love talking and I love listening too. So yeah, please feel free to call. All you have to do is connect with me through Instagram. Send me a message at the White Dog Tarot and I can call you right through the Instagram app. So, so I just want to make sure my chat's up. Hey, Johanna. Looks like my chat's not working. I wonder why. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Looks like we're working. Okay. Hey, Elaine. Johanna, it's great to see you back. Do your spirit guides want you to reality shift, Johanna? What do you mean? What does that mean to you, reality shift? I'm not sure I follow. Elaine, how are you? How's everything going? How's your tarot project coming along? Johanna, can you explain what you mean by that? You're doing well, Elaine? That's great. Ugh, it's going great. I love when it's going great. It's going great for me too. I'm doing pretty great as well. Just operating in blind faith. shifting awareness of what timeline you're in. Okay. Johanna, absolutely. I think you're ready for that. You know, um, to me, I want you to ask yourself what that means though to you. Because to me, shifting timelines is changing something in your life, taking action on something, you know? I know that you said you just got out of school, you've been thinking about what you want to do for work. To me, that's what a timeline shift is. It's doing something that feels like it's in alignment with you. You know, you're not chasing something for the wrong reasons. You know, you're not going after a job because um, it's what everybody else wants you to do. You're not getting into a relationship uh, for financial reasons. You know, you're doing something that feels like it's in alignment with your heart. To me, that's how we get on our highest timelines, or at least um, open the path to do it. So I think I think your spirit guides are begging you to. And you know what? I think you already have an idea of what that might look like. You know, there's no confetti and fireworks from your spirit guides when you start on the right timeline. You know, it's doing something that's in alignment with you. Like you said, you really love working with animals. Um, you know, if that, and you said that you would even like to volunteer and do it. To me, and I said it before, that speaks to something that I feel like might be in alignment with you. When you want to do something for free and it has no connection to money, I mean, that's amazing. I think that's the secret. Hey, Andrea, it's great to see you. How are you? Guys, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps my show, and it's great to have everybody. Hmm. Andrea, you're a little disappointed. Why? Johanna, let's get a card for you for advice. Are you still here? Let me know that you're still here. Let's pull a card from your guides. What deck am I drawn to? I think this one. I was holding it. Johanna, you still with us? Of course, Andrea. I'd love to do a reading for you. What's on your mind? And guys, please feel free to message me on Instagram during the show, and I can call you through the Instagram app. I'd love to have you on the phone for a reading. Johanna, you still here? I hope I didn't scare Johanna away. Okay. Okay, Andrea. What is going on with your boyfriend, Carlos? He blew me off this past weekend. He still hasn't said anything to me about why. Okay. Andrea, didn't we pull cards on this for you to give you confirmation? Am I if I'm mistaken, I apologize. Andrea, didn't we just pull cards on this like a couple days ago? Elaine, I'd be happy to pull cards after. Andrea, I am I going crazy? I'm pretty sure we pulled cards. It wasn't like a week or so ago? Okay. Are you sure? Okay. Your boyfriend blew you off this past weekend and he hasn't said anything to you about why? I don't like that, Andrea. Um, Andrea, I don't think we need tarot for this. This is about um like respect. Your partner respecting you. Um, so he's basically blew you off and hasn't gotten back to you. I mean, to be frankly, Andrea, I obviously how I choose to treat women is not like a it's not like a gold standard, but I mean, I would never do that to a girl I was dating. Never. I would fucking never treat a woman like that I was dating, like blow them off multiple times with no explanation. Um, and to me, that's a real fucking problem. Um, have you tried to ask him and just stand on business? Because that's what I would recommend doing. Like, hey, listen, um, I don't know how many times. I mean, you know how many times. You've canceled on me the last few times, and I haven't heard from you. Like, I need to let you know, like, that's not okay with me. I'm not okay with you doing that to me. So, I need you to explain to me what's going on. And if you can't do that, listen, Andrea, there's things that I think are important to have patience with in a relationship. And I'm not making a judgment on if this is one of them. That's for you to know. But there's also things that are just not, there's some things don't require patience. It's just respect and kindness and how you treat people. And to me, when it comes to like respect and thoughtfulness, I tend to ask myself, would I treat someone like this? And I don't think I hold myself to like an impossibly high standard. Um, he just texted you right now. All right, Andrea. Um, this is what I would say to him. Don't have a conversation with him through text. You say, hey, I mean, let him know how you feel. I don't need to put words in your mouth. If you're feeling upset or frustrated or disrespected, say, listen, this is how I feel. Um, let me like let me know when you're available to talk on the phone because we need to talk about this. Do not engage him in a text conversation, Andrea. That's we're adults here. All right. You talk to him in person or on the phone. And do not take a bullshit answer, okay? Especially if it's been multiple times. You need to tell him what your expectations are because that's kind of shady. And I kind of got a mixed feeling about him whenever we pulled cards. Hey, Cupcake. It's really great to meet you. I think you're new here. I'm Stefan. Where are you chatting with us from? Wait, Tia, what I pulled cards on came true last week? That 10 of swords you pulled for me happened that day? You said I was right and I didn't even see it coming. Oh my gosh. See, guys, this is why I don't do all signs. So not waiting for something that never fucking shows up. Oh my gosh, Tia. It was with your Pisces? Oh my gosh, Tia. I knew something was going to happen. I mean, you saw my reaction when I pulled cards on it. Are you comfortable sharing what happened? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I was a little confused, truthfully. Um, because at first my intuition was telling me that it was him, the the guy that you were currently dating. But hey, Cupcake. I do see your question. And it's nice to meet you. Where are you chatting with us from? I'm Stefan, by the way. He's been sick. Hmm. All right. Listen, I know that I'm a triple water sign, and sometimes, I mean, it's impossible to pull shit over on me. I don't love that. What is he, 7 years old? Like he's playing hooky from work? He's sick. You know what you do when you're sick, Andrea? You fucking sit at home on your phone all day. So I don't love that. But again, Andrea, do not engage him. I want you to, again, this is like a boundary situation because this obviously really bothered you. And if it's happened a couple times, don't engage him in text. Say, when you're ready to talk about this, let me know when you're free to talk on the phone. All right? You shouldn't be doing that. I don't like that excuse. That's an excuse. You know what I do when I'm not feeling well or I'm feeling sick, Andrea? I fucking call or text my girlfriend. That's what I do when I'm sick. So, chatting from bakery. Oh, I'm sorry, Tia. What did he mistake that you said? Do you mind if I ask you? Damn, misunderstandings can really like be the plight of a lot of relationships, but um it shouldn't be. There should never be one exchange um that causes somebody to pull away and like disappear on you. That's to me a red flag, you know? We all kind of speak out of turn. All right, Andrea, I would just take a minute to, think about how you feel, all right? But I don't like that. Again, I would never do that to a woman. And I know we all operate differently, but I certainly wouldn't blame it on being sick. So, all right, Tia. Um, Cupcake, what's on your mind? The two people you miss, will they come back to you? Who do you miss? And why are you waiting for them to come back? Why not go after them? Um, Cupcake, I'd be happy to pull cards for you. Um, I know you're new to the show. I require a little bit of backstory before I pull cards so I know what I'm getting into. And I love a good backstory. So why don't you tell us what's going on? And in the meantime, I'm going to pull cards for my hair soulmate, Tia. Tia, let's see. Tia, Tia, pick a deck 1 through 7, and then we'll do cupcake after that. And guys, please feel free to subscribe if you're new. You miss talking to them, Cupcake? You're in no contact? Who are they? Who are they to you? Bye, Elaine. Love you. Oh, Elaine, I have to. I'm sorry I didn't get to you. All right, Tia. Who I no, I understand, but who are they to you? Are they friends? Okay. All right, Cupcake. Let's pull some cards. I mean, have you just thought about reaching out to them? Because with I do want to let you know, just because I mean, guys, tarot captures, I mean, our energy. Like somebody can be thinking about, like you can. I'm gonna give you, for instance, somebody in our past can be missing us and thinking about, like, deeply, like yearning to reach out to us because they miss us. That will show up in the tarot. That in no way means that they're going to, per se. Again, the way we think, like what we want, our intentions, what we're thinking, doesn't always materialize. Um, how often do our feelings, actions, intentions, or other people's not always line up? So, um, I think there might be. We can find out what's going on, but I think there might be an easier way that's not rooted in tarot. You know, depending on what happened with them. All right, Tia. Damn, I'm sorry something happened. His name's Steven, right? I'm sorry, Tia. That sucks. I mean, I can't imagine what you said to this guy. I mean, I don't have thin skin, so um, I don't turn into a runner if somebody says something that rubs me the wrong way. I just look for clarification usually. You have to really push me pretty far for me to disconnect from you. Okay. All right. All right, Tia. Spirit, what's going on with Steven right now? What's going on with Steven? How does he see Tia? What's his overall what's the his overall energy right now influencing him? How does he see Tia? How does he see her? What are his real feelings? What are his like authentic, true feelings and emotions for her? What are we not seeing with him? Okay. All right, Tia. You got this guy all up in his feelings for sure. Actually, I'm gonna let me redact that. You got this guy all up in his head. I don't know what happened. The way he sees you, he is having a hard time making sense of reality. He's like heavy in Seven of Cups energy, how he sees you right now. Um, how he feels about you, he definitely respects you. I think he's a little intimidated by you. His feelings for you. I mean, he sees you as somebody who needs to be respected. Um, he's in a period of reflection. He's in the hangman energy. Right now, he's just kind of sitting with his thoughts and feelings. And I asked what we're not seeing. I think he's taking some quiet time. Let's call it silent reflection to think about what he wants for his future. I don't see any cups out here. He is in an energy of maybe what is his he is in an energy, his overall energy is the Fool. Future actions. Hmm. Ugh. Tia, what'd you do? Tell this guy he was bad in bed or something? This pisses me off. Tia, just remember the future actions mean it again, we have infinite timelines, anything can happen. It's how we handle things. This guy seems like he's kind of got a paper thin ego here. I don't know what his deal is. I think he feels like he wants to end this with you right now. I don't know what you said to him, but I don't know what's going on. This is what I got for future actions. What's the blockage? Let me get one more, Tia. Spirit, what's the blockage? Tia, I wouldn't be surprised if someone else doesn't show up. I mean, damn, I've seen two people show up in your reading quite a bit over the last month or two. That's so damn. blockage. The Moon, Ace of Cups. A lot of repressed feelings and emotions. And right now the blockage is showing up as working on something long-term and stable and slow, like slow progress and steady. Tia, you know I love you dearly, and you know what I'm gonna say to you asking me if you should reach out. I can't, as your friend, it would be irresponsible of me to give you any advice on reaching out when I have no idea what happened, okay? Um, you know what I mean? It would be like it would feel morally irresponsible for me to give you advice on how to proceed without knowing anything. Okay? But you know that I'm a big fan of trying to resolve things any way we can, especially if it's something that could have been avoided or that can be resolved. So, with that said, if you feel like you should, then you should. If you want me to help you a little bit more about it, you know I'm here to help you, obviously. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry something happened. I mean, I never. I think like the silent stalemate is like super toxic and like corrosive. You know, um, it's one thing to have a good conversation and then need time to think, but to like um keep like to have no contact and keep things in like this unsure area where people just ruminate without any kind of perspective, like being able to get real perspective. Like this is what bothers me. He's trying to get a new perspective, but I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like he's trying to do that from the wrong place. Like there needs to be another conversation had before he tries to put himself in hangman energy. So you said it was so minor. Okay. Well, it's something that I try to. I'm becoming more self aware of that with myself, especially with people, because we do have to remember, and again, I'm not making an opinion on whether it was or wasn't, but our perception is always our own. Something that could be minor to us doesn't necessarily mean that it's minor to somebody else, you know? Um, Something that we say that seems not like a big deal can someone else can perceive it differently. But with that said, and I do tend to be a little bit biased in your favor because I know you well, and I know that you're a very good person. Under the pretense that it was in fact minor, that's kind of upsetting. That someone is going to disappear on you over or like create a bigger problem over something minor, because guys, fights happen in relationships. To me, like a lot of times people either take things personally and it triggers them, or people just don't want to change or look at themselves, so they take things personally. um What I would tell you is to not approach it like, again, I don't know what happened, just broadly speaking. Don't minimize how he feels, okay? Like don't I would try to steer clear of suggesting that what you said wasn't a big deal, or like, oh, like it wasn't, wasn't that serious what I said. Um so that would just be my suggestion. Now, if you told him like that he didn't, I don't know, if it was if it was minor, like you said something casually that he took really that made him feel self-conscious, then like you guys should talk about that, because that might fall more on him. And again, I'm trying to go into this blind. Cupcake, I answered your I said it before to you, and I feel like you keep leaving the chat, so I have to keep repeating myself. Hey Latoya, it's good to see you. Tia, I'm here to help you, but I'm hoping you can resolve it. What's the advice for Tia? Then we'll move on. Yeah, Tia, go talk to him. All right? He makes you happy. Go spill it, Romeo. Cupcake, what I was saying before, um, about asking me if two people are going to come back, we need to be careful with that with tarot, okay? I'm going to share this with you as a reader, and it's truth, okay? Often tarot captures the energy in the moment. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to use an example, Cupcake. If someone, let's say you have a fight with, I don't know, whoever, a friend, and they're thinking about how much they miss you in that moment, and like the idea in that moment of reaching out to you, that doesn't mean that they're going to. So we have to be careful about asking if people are gonna, like, will they return? Because, as a lot of through, I'm sure, a lot of bad experiences like we've all had with people, how frequently do people's like words, actions, intentions not match up? Okay. We can always have the intention to like make something right, but then we're too much of a coward to actually do it. So the reason I'm saying this is because I think that there's a better way to approach this. What I don't want to do is like promise you somebody's going to come back, when it may or may not be the case. Okay, there's stuff like that is not, there's no guarantees with stuff like that. I mean, depending on what happened, I was just talking about this with Tia. A lot of times the best thing to do if you feel like you'd like to see somebody is to try to reach out and resolve it, depending on like, I don't know what happened. But if you're missing them, why would you sit around and wait for them to come back if you're missing somebody? You know what I mean? There's no place for ego here, guys. If you love somebody, you care about someone, life's too short to not act on it, okay? That's how you miss out on what's meant for you. So if you're feeling like you're missing them, reach out. And I can't promise you that, you know what, let's get a card for you, Cupcake, on on the advice for reaching out, because that's what I'm going to advocate for. Okay. I'm not going to advocate for you missing somebody and waiting for them to show back up. All right. Hey, Marita. Are you still here, Cupcake? Did you leave again? Because you're going to drive me crazy if you if you come back said you missed what I just said. Are you still here? I'm going to pull cards for advice. I see that, Tia. Marita, you had a job interview and it went great and you got a great feeling. I'm so happy for you. You know I'm not going to tell you the outcome. Come on. You know I'm not going to. You know why? Because I can intuitively prophesize that you will get an answer on the outcome very soon. So just enjoy that. All right? I'm happy for you. That's great. All right, Cupcake, let's get some advice. And I know that you found this show and I'm not probably what you signed up for or expected, okay? I see myself very clearly. All right, Cupcake, I really want to help you and I want to help people. What I don't want to do is pull like shallow bullshit yes no cards to like that may or may not actually help you, you know? I don't want you sitting around waiting for somebody that you miss. I want you to be able to do something. That's how we shift timelines. So, Spirit, what's the advice for my friend Cupcake at the bakery? And it's really great to meet you. Guys, I know a lot of us, myself included at one point, I know tarot um a lot of times finds us when we're going through a lot of trauma and pain, and we tend to use it to steer ourselves towards the past, looking behind us, trying to figure out like what went wrong, why people left our lives. People come into our lives to teach us things about ourselves. Often when they leave, they're not supposed to be there, you know? And I can tell you right now, there are obviously exceptions to the rule, obviously, because I believe in real transformation with people. One of my friends, I forget who, Sam Reen, we had a friendly debate because somebody who's like I guess a spiritual teacher tried to argue that there's no free will, which I completely um, reject. I mean, to me, that means that what we're born a bad person and there's no room for growth. Like, I mean, everybody, I believe, like, I know, has the power to change and grow. And with that said, somebody from our past who maybe didn't treat us great, or do right by us, or in some cases did us really dirty, fucking lied, cheated, manipulated us. The chances of somebody coming back 4 months later, a different person, ask yourself that, okay? A lot of times it's meant to teach us what we deserve and what kind of relationship we want, so we can look forward and not focus on who's going to show back up to try to like sweet talk us, okay? And that was kind of directed at you, Latoya, and I've been there. All right, I have been there. A lot of times we want closure. Thanks, Latoya. I appreciate you saying I'm a sweet guy. Imagine dating me. I do have PayPal, Tia. Let's get some advice for Cupcake. Latoya, you are so ready for new, girl. We're gonna pull some cards for you, though. Latoya, let those scrubs go figure their life out. All right, without you. All right. You don't need anybody from your past coming back after they realize that they can't do better than you. They should know that the first time. All right. You shouldn't be somebody's second choice or third choice after they realize that none of their options worked out. Somebody should recognize your value the first time. That's fucking love. Okay. Somebody who sees you and feels like you can't be replaced. All right. And you know what? If they do come back and you see real change and recognition of, hey, I know what I did and this is why, then you can think about it. But all right, Cupcake, let's see. What does Spirit want you to know? Sup, Erica? Spirit, what can we tell Cupcake? Cupcake, be confident, be self assured. Something tells me that you've changed a lot or grown since you've last spoken with them. Go after them, okay? Reach out to them. That is such a strong message. Do it passionately, be confident. I'm doing great, Erica. I'm doing really good. You guys always make me feel better. Well, I didn't feel bad. I don't feel bad, but I would tell you that I feel the most like myself when I'm helping other people. So, um, I mean, guys, fuck. There's so many people who I've experienced in my life and in the world who are just so afraid to be themselves and just be authentic and like show up authentically. So afraid to like tell someone else how they feel. So afraid to be judged by people who probably wouldn't accept them if they did show up authentically. I mean, damn. Why would you want to why would you want to act like anything other than who you really are? It's such a bummer. Makes me so sad. Sounds so exhausting to pretend, you know? Yeah. One hurt you? Okay. Well, Cupcake, okay. I'm getting heavy night energy from you. If you want change within the dynamic, this is what the universe wants you to know, Cupcake. If you want change in this dynamic, it's going to be on you to create it and go I mean, you said you're scared to. Funny you said that. Right as you said that, this card came out. This is the most fearless court card in tarot. This is somebody who makes quick choices, who's decisive, who is fearless, who's not afraid to go forward and do something. Okay? All right, let's do Latoya. And Cupcake, the last thing I'm going to leave you with, and all I could ever do is share things about myself in the hopes that maybe it'll give you a perspective. Because I do know it's scary to put yourself out there, be vulnerable with people. When I almost died, actually last November, it's coming up pretty close on the 1 year. It put a lot of things into perspective for me about fear. You know, doing things that make us uncomfortable is how we grow. It's how we become more confident in ourselves. You know, I think it's important. And I'm really of the opinion for myself that as long as it's not like physically dangerous, harmful to someone else, if it quite literally can't kill me, what is there to really be afraid of? What's the worst that could happen? Because you know what's going to happen if you do nothing? It was kind of rhetorical. Nothing. That should scare you more than taking a chance and reaching out. The idea that if you do nothing, nothing happens, that should scare you more. And we love you. Hey, even I get rejected occasionally. Occasionally. So it's just part of life. Oh, Latoya, you're sweet. You took my advice the last time on here, and you truly respect me on my live, so you didn't ask about a certain person. Good. All right, Latoya, let's pull some cards for you. Hey, Minnie. Minnie, it's great to see you. All right, Latoya, let's see what's coming in new for you, my friend. Latoya, where do you live? I think you told me. I forgot, though. And guys, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Tia. Thank you for the PayPal. Tia, I'm going to give you a recorded reading. That was a really generous donation. Thank you. We'll do it off air like we did last time. All right. I'll pull cards later tonight and I'll send it to you. And guys, I do offer private readings. Um, I know a lot of the readers charge a lot. And I know a lot of us do not have an extra like $150 for a reading. If anybody is interested, I do 40-minute readings like live. We can FaceTime one-on-one off air for $40, and I do hour readings for 75. And I just decided to, if anybody's interested in learning tarot, like beginner level, I'm gonna start offering little courses too or classes. Okay, Latoya. I think I'm gonna use this deck. Right, Maryland. Okay. All right, Latoya. Latoya, when's the last time you tried to date? let's see what anybody new's coming in. And you know what, Latoya, if you ever make your way out to New York, I'd be happy to take you on a date. All right. Good. You should be picky. So with that said, why the fuck would you want to go back to somebody from your past who did you wrong? You should be picky. To me, picky is about how we allow people to treat us. Um, and again, it's extremely important that we're fucking honest with ourselves. You know, we can't expect something that we don't give someone in return. That's how it works. So, all right, Spirit, what can we tell Latoya? Why? What about new? How's Latoya? How's your bread looking these days? I think your money's gonna pick up soon. Show me till the end of the year. Okay. There we go. Latoya, this is obviously I can't predict or make something come out. Um, and I'm certainly not here to promise everybody that they're gonna fall in love every month and win $1 million. That's not how real life works, okay? Or promise that somebody from your past is gonna show back up who might be thinking about you. With that said, this is what I want you to know. This is super specific. This is towards the end of the year, okay? From like now to the end of the year. Your present energy that I is so important. It is, again, guys, spirit shows us the cards. It shows us a timeline. Spirit's letting us know about a timeline that's in our energy that's available to us should we want to go down it. And it's usually a timeline that's meant for us, which leads us to happiness, love. Right now, I mean, listen, I know you're tough. I know you're a tough person. You also have like a lot of quiet sexual energy, which I love. I can relate to. Um, you have quiet strength. Um, it's really beautiful. You need to use that and make your choice. Like, again, free will. Make the choice that all these fucking assholes from your past, I would actually suggest there might even be three that left you, that hurt you. You make the choice to like seal up those wounds, close that chapter. Now again, um I'm not gonna go through it again. If they come back and they want to show you correct, like that they acknowledge and understand what they did, why they want to prove to you that they might be worth considering again, great. Close that shit up, okay? People like that spend their entire life running around looking for something that they never find, okay? And it's the fucking truth, all right? Most people who hurt other people like this don't even know when the right person is in front of them or what the right person even looks like, okay? So let this shit go. With that said, no more looking behind you. Three of Wands, you look forward. Look forward to your future. Your money's going to keep getting better too. Avoid this conflict. I know it's tempting and I know it's fun and like, I get it. I know it's tempting. I know it sucks us in. We watch all signs readings. We want to know about what our shitty ex is doing. I get it. Ask yourself if it's helping you move forward. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to ask yourself. Because when you disconnect, that's when things really start happening. Your money's going to get better, notably better. You're going to feel like spiritually in alignment, and your money's going to be really good. Really good. And it's the universe rewarding you for, again, alchemizing all that energy of like past people waiting around, turning it into action, being patient, waiting for the right thing. That's when the universe helps us. When we realize they're not going to help us or bring in the right person, when we clearly haven't learned the lesson, when we're standing there, looking towards the past, waiting to hear from somebody that didn't even fucking treat us good, didn't appreciate us right the first time. Once we realize that, we look forward, then angels come in to help us. And wouldn't you know, guess who's going to show up? Someone new. Someone who has their shit together too. Somebody that's going to feel like a kindred spirit. Somebody who values marriage, commitment. Somebody who's not afraid to come towards you. Is this LaToya? Damn. LaToya, serious glow up energy, girl. Serious glow up energy. Queen of Pentacles doesn't need anybody. She's self-made. She's sexy, super abundant, grounded, knows her worth, nurturing, super attractive. When she's in the right headspace and she understands what her priorities are, money just materializes for her. She always has enough. Who's this person coming in? Ugh. I love tarot. All right. Again, the ladder doesn't happen until you, again, commit to the first step, okay? We don't get the thing we want when we're like lying to ourselves and like being like, okay, I'm moving on, and then like we turn and keep looking back. This is, guess who showed up? So you're showing up as Queen of Coins. Guess who's showing up to the party? Your fucking counterpart, girl. King of Coins, somebody who's got their shit together. This is your person, same values. You guys, I'm not worried about it. I think it's almost kind of cute. You guys are gonna be so into each other. It's gonna be like a little bit codependent and like toxic, but not bad. Um, like a ton of sexual chemistry, a ton. Have you been thinking about moving? Have you been thinking about moving? I don't know why I just got that. I'm getting a lot of energy of moving. Oh my god. Wait, did you just say, do I see a new homecoming? I didn't even read your comment. So that's hilarious. So clearly you've been thinking about moving. Okay. I'm actually so glad you said that. That's hilarious. You just asked me that. Yes. I absolutely fucking see a new homecoming. I got I got the two cards that tell me that out of the 78 card deck. Four of Wands and Six of Swords. And through that, you meet your person. Now, again, be patient. Guys, time is weird in tarot, okay? It's why we see things like somebody wanting to reach out for like 4 months and we're like, where the fuck is this person? Time is weird with tarot, okay? Um, it's not linear. It happens in cycles. This is such a clear message, such a clear message. You release the shit that you're going through now. Make the choice for you because, again, you need to be picky about who you let in your energy. Whatever you do for work, whatever is going on with money, I could tell that you work your ass off. And I think you might have I'm getting like an energy of you having to, not in like a weird way, but like it's competitive. Like this is whatever you do, you clearly have to, there's some level of you having to stand out or outshine other people, which you're going to do. And again, just remember no comparing yourself to others. All right. Don't ever do that, especially with work, relationships. It's only person you compare yourself to is who you used to be like a year ago. Um, when your money kicks up a little bit, the universe is really gonna set you in. Again, this is like something bigger than you, um, helping you, coming to hear you, bringing you something in that's meant for you once you've earned it through, again, the spiritual lessons. Okay, the spiritual lessons of looking forward, understanding what we learned from the past about ourselves and other people. You are absolutely going to be moving. It looks great. Happy home. Might even be different, like a different city. Doesn't have to be, but beautiful. Could be, I mean, I set the intention for by the end of the year. Could be, it could be spring too. But just remember, keep going, all right? The universe is telling you this is so here for you. It is so here for you. Um, and it seems like it's in alignment with what you were asking about. Make it happen, all right? We have the power to do it. So know what you want, work your ass off. You're gonna it's going to pay off for you. Only if we co-create with what we want. All right? We put the energy in and it's to the right things, like for our betterment, then you get help from the universe. I can't believe you asked about a home. That's really funny. Okay, looks great. So, I mean, new home, new love, a lot of sex. Looks like I'm gonna have some competition. If I want to take you out on a date, I'm gonna have to compete with this King of Pentacles. So I don't think I can. I mean, this is your counterpart. So what time is it? Okay. Good reading, Latoya. How much better was this than finding out which shitty ex might pop up? Good reading. So right now, present energy. Again, I listen. I know it's hard to release pain. I mean, fuck. I have so many scars on my heart from women. I mean, I get it. I get it. I know it's hard to release pain. It sucks. It sucks. But you know what? It's what makes us strong. Truly. It's what makes you strong. You know? You don't go through pain and like loss. If you don't go through that, I mean, damn. That's how you stay soft. That's how you don't really know how to appreciate things. I mean, fuck, if you're born into money, do you think anybody who's born into money appreciates money? I would suggest no. Um, you have to experience both sides. Um, and those are the spiritual lessons. And again, what I remind myself of when I'm thinking about the past, it's all perspective. Think about when you are feeling, think about how you feel when you're like things are going well, you're single, you're happy, you're confident, like how it feels to be in that energy. Is that really worse? I mean, is it really better to be with somebody who makes us feel like anxious and like not heard and like unsafe and like constantly upset? Like, is that really better? Is that really what we want? Do we value that more than how it feels to be like happy? Happy with who we are and confident? No fucking way. No way. All right. Thanks, Latoya. Appreciate you. All right. All right, guys. I have to go. I have to go be on dad duty. I have to go make my daughter dinner. So good readings today, guys. We had some really good readings. And yeah, Latoya, we got some good cards for you. And thank you for all the kind words. Thank you for all the kind words. You're sweet. Love you. Marilyn's very lucky to have you. Okay, guys. I hope everyone has a great rest of your evening or day, wherever you are in the world. And I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do another stream. So, okay.